Hi to utilise. I'm very grateful and honored to be invited to France for the first time ever to share my work and to spend time with the narrative community in this part of the world. It's been an amazing privilege and an amazing experience.
Bonjour Ncazelo, on t'a invité avec Idéalis et moi-même à venir animer une masterclass sur l'arbre de vie pour accompagner les traumas. Moi, ma première question qui me vient, on est très heureux, on est en pleine masterclass, là tu nous consacres un peu de temps. On est très heureux de t'accueillir et on est très heureux de cette masterclass déjà. Je voulais te dire, qu'est-ce qui t'a fait dire oui à notre invitation de venir en France? C'est la première fois que tu viens en France, donc qu'est-ce qui t'a fait dire oui à cette invitation?
What made me say yes? I think it's the excitement of being in a different place. It's my first time in Paris and I was very curious about what it would feel like, but also thinking about teaching Tree of Life in a different context. I was very happy to learn. I've heard a bit of, a lot from David about the work that you're doing in France, and I know Dina and I have been in touch, for a couple of times before this time around. So it really felt like it was time to come. I think it felt as a way of honoring and witnessing what you're doing with Tree of Life in your world and learning about the narrative community here in France. So it all felt very exciting and adventurous, and it just spoke to, just what I'm passionate about, which is sharing my work and talking about how we are using Tree of Life in Africa, but also loving to learn how it's inspiring narrative practices in different parts of the world. So I think that's why I said yes. The adventure, the fun, the curiosity, meeting, the narrative community, growing, in sharing what we do. And so I think that's what it's about.
Merci pour ta réponse. Ce que je peux dire, c'est que déjà moi qui l'utilise depuis plus de 10 ans, cette méthode, on est à la moitié de notre masterclass et j'ai déjà étoffé considérablement ma pratique de l'arbre de vie, qui est bien plus qu'un outil, tu nous l'as rappelé, qui est une méthode d'accompagnement thérapeutique et qui se fait vraiment en profondeur. Donc j'ai vu la puissance, tu nous as fait connecter la puissance et la richesse de cette méthode. Ce que je voulais te demander aussi, maintenant que tu connais un peu, tu as rencontré la communauté de praticiens narratifs français, francophones, parce qu'on a des Suisses, je crois qu'il y a des personnes de Bruxelles et de La Réunion, en plus de toutes les régions de France. Je voudrais avoir tes premières impressions sur tes collègues français, francophones.
So it's been really surprising how warm and welcomed I've felt. I've been really received, and I think the appreciation of the work that I do has been really very strong, and I never really expected. I think for a while I was even worried that what I'm going to share, is it going to land, are people going to take to it? But it's been so overwhelming how well received the work has been, and also just how people are using Tree of Life and how they're taking to these ideas. I've loved seeing people respond to Imbelego, which I thought, I even asked myself, I actually say to Kathy, maybe we shouldn't present an Imbelego, it might not make sense. But it's been totally the opposite, that people have resonated, they've connected with the work. And I think it just speaks to the spirit of narrative therapy, that narrative is so humanizing, it's so connecting of all of us, and it just makes us people who have a shared sense of what we want to be doing in our practices, in our communities, it's just such a beautiful experience. It's difficult to describe, but I feel so at home, and it's been so lovely just connecting with the narrative therapy community here.
Ncazelo, merci. Je voudrais te demander, donc nous on a la chance d'être là, on est une centaine. Pour ceux qui n'ont pas la chance d'avoir pu être là aujourd'hui, comment tu aurais envie de résumer ce que tu nous as partagé de l'arbre de vie en fait, et de l'essence de cet outil. Beaucoup de gens sont formés aux pratiques narratives bien sûr et à la méthode. Voilà, si tu devais partager l'essence de cette méthode, tu dirais quoi?
Interesting question. So I think at the core of my work is avoiding therapeutic methodologies and approaches that reproduce trauma or re-traumatize people, and trying to create therapeutic contexts that are validating of people and that provide people a different experience from the marginalization, the exclusion, and being made to feel invisible, and trying to create a practice that does the opposite of that. And I've found a lot of those answers within my own culture, within our own traditions, community, and ways of being. And I think Imbelego really is the rubber stamp for what this work is about. Working in ways that are validating of people, that are culturally resonant, and helping people to experience themselves as skilled, as knowledged. And that's what it is about. How we can be helping people to reclaim what they've lost as a result of trauma and marginalization and all those difficult experiences that they go through.
Après ces 3 jours de masterclass avec toi, qu'est-ce que tu souhaiterais que les gens retiennent de ces 3 jours en fait? Parce que c'était très dense, hein. Il y avait beaucoup de choses, c'était très riche. Avec quoi tu aimerais qu'ils repartent? Qu'est-ce que tu aimerais qu'ils retiennent d'essentiel?
I think the message that I would love to leave behind is that a lot of the answers to people's predicaments are present within their own knowledges, their own skills, their own culture. And so many times as therapists we carry the burden of having to come up with solutions or bright ideas about how to help people. But when we can engage those that consult us and help them to rediscover their knowledges and skills and invite them into the room, we will find so many answers to the questions that we have about life and, and difficult experiences.
En prenant le chemin que tu prends depuis que tu es dans l'accompagnement, depuis que tu as rencontré les pratiques narratives, depuis que tu as rencontré l'arbre de vie, et depuis que tu as expérimenté ta pratique et trouvé ton esprit d'accompagnante, ta posture et ton esprit de pratique, de ta pratique, je voudrais savoir à quoi, si tu prends un peu de hauteur, à quoi tu as envie de contribuer plus largement en fait. Comment tu fais ta part d'une manière ou d'une autre dans le monde?
Interesting question, Dina. I think I'm very humbled by how people have taken to my work, to my ideas that have come out of questioning and sometimes not being satisfied with what existed. I personally will always want to acknowledge people who helped me through the journey of learning and questioning and arriving at some of the lessons that I've learned and have been fortunate to be able to share with the world. I mentioned Michael White, I mentioned David Denborough, Cheryl White, and the people in my life who have in different ways helped me to champion and who have believed in the work that I have done. It's certainly not something that I've done personally, but there are so many people around me that have contributed to this. And I think my story is a humbling story, an African girl who really had no confidence and didn't know what she was doing. And today I've contributed to mental health in a global space. And I think it also speaks about the fact that there are good things that come from Africa. It's not always the story that has been told. That Africa can contribute to solutions. We are not only about problems and hardships, but we can make contributions, we can provide solutions. And I think it's a small way of telling that preferred story, that you can look to even the most communities that have suffered, and you can find solutions, you can find innovations, you can find creativity. And I hope that through my work, I've helped to tell that story.
Merci beaucoup, Ncazelo.
Yeah.
Je mesure la chance que nous avons en France de t'avoir rencontré pendant ces 3 jours. Et je te remercie énormément. Je n'oublierai pas notre rencontre, qui a été une rencontre très importante pour moi.
Thank you. So I would like to appreciate you and say thank you very much and goodbye. It's been an amazing experience that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you for your warmth, for your kindness, and for every wonderful conversation that I've had during my stay. It's been, a life-changing experience, one that I will cherish. Thank you.